Today on eNews, it's all about campus life. We recap some events, we look at some support available to students, and we take a look at some of the programs available here.
Welcome to eNews. I'm B. Kilo.
And I'm Charlie Silver. We're broadcasting from the second floor of the Trades Wing here at Lethbridge Polytechnic with today's top stories. The Lethbridge Polytechnic residence team hosts many events throughout the school year. B. Kilo reports on a special event that happened earlier this month.
Lethbridge Polytechnic's resident advisors oversee planning many events throughout each year. This year, Mariam Farag put an event on for Ramadan in partnership with the LPSA in hopes of bringing Lethbridge Polytechnic's Muslim community closer together.
We planned this, I think, like a month and a half ago. I thought we should collaborate with LPSA because I wanted to make sure the word goes out to even the campus students, not just the residents living here.
Residence events are put on so students living on campus can have a place to go and have fun, find a sense of community, and have a home away from home. Ashlyn Sissons is a student currently living in residence who tries to attend as many events as she can.
I like the community on res, getting to talk with students, getting to know my neighbors, and I guess enjoy residents and living here, making it a home.
Often Lethbridge Polytechnic's residence events focus on feeding students, whether it's a dinner, grocery bingo, or float Friday. They have an event for all. Creating community is the goal for all residence events, and the Ramadan event is no exception.
Ramadan is usually all about being with family, breaking your fast with people, and having friends and family around, and I didn't have that last year. So I thought, since when I became an RA, I thought if I could help make international students or the Muslim community just feel a little bit less lonely.
Ramadan is not the only holiday highlighted in Lethbridge Polytechnic residence events. In the past, there have been events for Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, and more. B. Kilo for eNews.
Upcoming residence events include an end-of-year clothing swap, among other events. Residents can check the monthly In the Loop email newsletter for more information on upcoming events.
Lethbridge Polytechnic offers many different activities to help distract students from their studies. One such activity is a bit different than normal: disc golf. This unique sport is a mix between frisbee and golfing. To play, you toss a disc towards a basket and take as many tosses as needed to sink it in. As the Events and Communications Manager of the Polytechnic, Tanner Mercer says that it's both a cheap and easy sport for students to enjoy.
We put it on each semester because we have a course right here on campus. It is a very beginner-friendly course, and we have a lot of students that maybe have never played. It is very inexpensive to get into, and it is a great time.
To find out more about other activities the Polytechnic puts on, visit lethpolytech.ca/events calendar.
A new push is underway to create more activities that unite the African community on campus. Students and event organizers believe these efforts could make Lethbridge Polytechnic a more welcoming place. Matt Audio reports.
Moving to a new country can be challenging, especially for students trying to find a sense of belonging. First-year nursing student Annabelle Ajogu believes the school could do more to bring African students together through engaging activities.
I think the school can incorporate interesting activities on campus among the African students, like get-togethers, on-campus parties. It can even be cooking competitions, dancing competitions, anything that would interest us and make us feel at home.
Tanner Mercer says there are systems in place to support students who want to organize cultural events.
We do a lot of events on campus. So we focus on Black History Month in February. We do a Holi event and a Ramadan event and a Diwali event. And that is a lot of cultures that cultural events that we have on campus. So we have other activities that we need to work on. If other community groups want to go ahead and plan some stuff, we'll definitely support them though.
Ajogu emphasizes community building among students.
Adapting to the new country can be a bit, difficult. So I feel like if the school can incorporate these activities and make the campus more interesting, it can help us build a community here and make us feel at home.
With growing interest from students and potential for new African cultural events at Lethbridge Polytechnic is promising. And with the support of campus leadership, Initiatives like clubs and student-led activities may help create a stronger, more united community. Matt Adio, eNews.
Students are hopeful that more activities will be incorporated throughout the year, not just during Black History Month. The Polytechnic is encouraging students to take the lead in creating inclusive spaces for cultural celebration.
Lethbridge Polytechnic hosts events recognizing culture and history. The latest celebrates Black History Month with students and faculty. Brenda Cheritage reports.
February was Black History Month. The events at the Polytechnic gave students a chance to engage in culture and community by showcasing the African American culture at Center Core. Faboa Lefideli, student representative, states that Black History Month festivities are meant to help people of color to understand each other's cultures and educate everyone about historical events.
They've been able to bring students together, try and celebrate diversity through events like the Black History Month.
Volunteer Ruth Tibebe says her main goal when attending all the events was to learn more about diverse cultures within the Polytechnic.
This jerk chicken is insane. I mean, I've had Jamaican food before, but this is something else. The flavor just explodes in your mouth. It's magical. I love it.
Students had the chance to volunteer when planning so they can also bring in new ideas and engage the majority of the students at the Polytechnic. Fideli says the last party was organized to end the celebration on a high note.
I've been able to also empower students with food and some events in the hallway where we'll be able to get stuff for free, and also try and create more events and more awareness about those events for students go through and also attend those events too.
The Student Council is looking forward to creating more memorable events like these to keep students engaged and ease their everyday studying. For eNews, I'm Brenda Cheritage.
This year's conclusion of Black History Month celebrations led to the Student Council's early preparation for next year. Details about future events can be found on their website at lethpolytech.ca. Coming up after the break, we move on to what support is available to students, including what the Learning Cafe has to offer. But first, here's Carly Blackmore with her top 5 crazy sports.
Hey everyone, my name is Carly Blackmore, and these are my top 5 craziest sports. Coming in at number 5 is wife carrying. You heard me, wife carrying. Originating in Finland, the sport is based on the 19th century legend Ronkainen the Robber. Number 4 is extreme ironing. Imagine running through the woods carrying an ironing board just to end up ironing clothes on the side of a cliff. Now that is crazy. Rocking the 3rd place spot is Toro Totter. This sport takes some serious bravery to go up against a mad bull. The goal is to be the last one sitting on the totter to win. Good luck, cowboy. Coming in at number 2 is camel racing. Sadly, you don't ride the camel during the race. The excitement that comes from watching these 4-legged animals race across the plains is sure to keep your adrenaline pumping. Finally, and at no surprise, number 1 is cheese rolling. People are willing to sacrifice their bodies just to capture a wheel of cheese. My name's Carly Blackmore, and that was my top 5 crazy sports.
Wow, this event looks amazing. But how did this come to be? It all starts with the dedicated people from the Sport Volunteer Hub. By applying to the Sport Volunteer Hub, anyone can make a difference in their local community. Whether it's spinning a sign for directions or lending a hand with supplies, every action counts. So please, donate your time today by going to sportvolunteerhub.ca and discover opportunities to make a difference.
Some movies make you laugh and some absolutely destroy you. I'm Rachel Gilmore, and today I'm sharing my top 5 saddest movies. At number 5, My Girl. The grief in that iconic scene. This movie hit me hard. At number 4, The Fault in Our Stars. Hazel and Gus's love is beautiful, but the heartbreak was devastating. Number 3, Love Kennedy. Based on a true story, it follows a young girl facing terminal illness with incredible courage and grace. I was completely emotionally wrecked by this one. At number 2, Clouds, a tearjerker about Zach Sobich, a teen with terminal cancer who wrote music to leave his mark. If this doesn't make you cry, I don't know what will. At number 1, 5 Feet Apart. 2 teens in love, but forced to stay apart because of cystic fibrosis. The heartbreak ruined me. That was my top 5 saddest movies. See you next time.
Naloxone, a life-saving drug that reverses opioid overdoses, is becoming an essential tool in the fight against the opioid crisis. Regis Amalinks had the chance to speak with a primary care paramedic student here at the Polytechnic about it.
Hello everybody, I'm here with Carson Ogloff from the Primary Care Paramedic program here at the Lethbridge Polytechnic. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of naloxone. Our first question is, what happens if you administer naloxone to someone who doesn't entirely need it?
So it's actually completely safe. Nothing's going to happen unless they have an allergic reaction to it. That's the only time there's going to be a negative. It's completely safe to give to anyone.
And what's something that people don't really know too well about naloxone?
Drugs are more common than people would think, for one thing, but the naloxone is more abundant than most people think. You can go to pharmacy. We have courses here at Lethbridge Polytechnic. You can go to St. John. You can go to, again, most local pharmacies and pick one up for free.
Does it work for all opioids?
Yeah, it should work for all opioids. Like it's pretty standard because it's just the mechanism of it. It's just going to go into the body, attach to the receptor, and it's going to block it. However, with some of the drugs and some of the concoctions we have on the streets today, it might take multiple doses, or there are times where Narcan doesn't really have the desired effect because of the strength and the complexity of the drug being used.
And do you think naloxone is aiding with the opioid crisis, or is there something more that we need to prevent this?
Yeah, absolutely. There's more to be done. It's a huge epidemic, but yeah, it certainly helps. The more people, the merrier that have it. The more of it that's available, the more overdoses that are going to be stopped. And again, it's a problem, so we might as well do as much as we can to prevent lives being lost in the meantime.
Thank you guys. That's all the time that we have today. This was Carson Ogloff and Regis Amlinks for eNews.
Thanks, Regis. Lethbridge Polytechnic offers free 30 to 45-minute training sessions for naloxone. The next one is April 11th. Students can visit the Wellness Services for free kits as well.
Lethbridge Polytechnic students are expected to balance expenses like rent, tuition, and groceries. Financial support is available on campus. Ty Hershey reports.
Here's a photograph. Life at Lethbridge Polytechnic can be a challenge due to both the busy schedule and the expenses. For those that are struggling, the campus cafeteria hosts special supper nights to help students relax and forget about the struggles for an hour. Collegiate non-pay contractor and youth initiator Loy Adamson says that it's priced right for students.
The price is really reasonable, I think. It costs a little bit less than going to a restaurant.
The supper nights occur after classes wrap up around 5 o'clock. Here, the students and staff are treated to the amazing food created by the school's culinary program. The chefs say they put their heart and soul into making amazing food for their guests. The head of the culinary program, Mark Deezer, says it's a huge hit with people.
Yeah, they seem to enjoy them. They really like the experience and the rush of service in the evenings on those event nights.
The Garden Court restaurant is where the dinner nights take place. Guests are greeted to a nicer setting with a great selection of dishes such as steaks. Adamson says that getting a reservation there is far more convenient.
Yeah, it's nice not to have to plan ahead, and although you plan ahead to book your spot, but you don't have to plan what you're cooking that day, which is nice.
Thanks to the supper nights, students are enjoying amazing food thanks to the staff hard at work. I'm Ty Hershey with eNews.
The Lethbridge Polytechnic supper nights are located at the Garden Court. To make a reservation, call 403-302-3230.
As the semester starts to wind down, students may be struggling to get everything done. The Learning Cafe can be a great resource for students. Zoya Devar-Willems has the story.
With so many things to keep track of in terms of homework, it can be easy to need a bit extra help. The Learning Cafe can connect you with resources to help. Dylan Gordon-Killing, a nursing student at the Polytechnic, says he uses the Learning Cafe to help with his research papers.
We have like a natural narrative writing style, so I find like the writing part pretty easy, but it's very challenging for me to not get lost in the weeds of formatting and keeping everything proper.
Dylan Gordon says he uses the Learning Cafe to help with his writing style to comply with the APA and more. Dylan Redden, who works at the Learning Cafe, says they provide other useful tips and different guides for students.
It really depends on what each student specifically needs. Students come in with all sorts of different questions. It might be on how to write their assignments.
Gordon-Killing says it's a great way to improve your assignments and learning ways to benefit your future.
It's a super awesome free resource, and it's a no-brainer every time you have to write a paper, have to use your specific APA styles and citations, whatever. It's a must. You just got to use it. there. Free marks, free grade improvement, you know.
Whitland says he recommends using the Learning Cafe for your next assignment. Sarah Deborah Wilms, eNews.
The Learning Cafe's new location can be found near the library entrance, where you can book a meeting with one of the teachers there.
College life can be exciting, fun, and eventful, but it also comes with challenges. At Lethbridge Polytechnic, student wellness is a priority with events to help mental health. Regis Emlinks reports.
From mental health counseling to fitness programs and medical support, the Wellness Center and the Polytechnic provide students with the resources they need to stay healthy and succeed in their program. Lori Harassim, the Health Promotion Coordinator at the Polytechnic, speaks on why social events are important for wellness services.
Our primary purpose of holding any event is to connect students to resources, both on campus and in the community. We want students to know that there are resources that exist for them no matter what they're going through.
Beyond counseling, wellness services include workshops and other things, while different departments at the Polytechnic offer things like gyms, game courts, and more, which helps students stay physically and mentally healthy. The Lethbridge Polytechnic also hosts social events like Thirsty Thursday and Poker Night, which Lethbridge Collegiate Institute student Isaac Gill says it's great for students to de-stress.
Everybody needs to get out of the house sometimes. Sometimes going to a little calm social outing, free to join, free to enter, fun prizes. You're hanging out with cool people. It's just a good time. Nobody's stressed out. Even if you're a new poker player, everybody's just here for a good time.
There are a bunch of discrete options for support as well, like brochures, private number lines, business cards, and post-it notes to get your mind off things and maybe take a page out of someone else's book.
Whether it's counseling, fitness, or stress management, Lethbridge Polytechnic and even the LPSA are here to help students every step of the way. Regis Amlinks, eNews.
If you're interested, check the events calendar at lethpolytech.ca to see when the next wellness or social event is to de-stress and get support. Time for another break before we take a look at some of the programs available here at Lethbridge Polytechnic. But for now, here's Brenda Cheritich with her top 5 most iconic Disney villains.
They're wicked, they're ruthless, and they're unforgettable. Hi, my name is Brent Fury, and today we're counting down the top 5 most iconic Disney and Pixar villains. Number 5, we have Syndrome. From fanboy to full-blown menace, this dude really said, if I can't be special, no one can. Talk about holding a grudge. Number 4, it's Ursula. She's got curves, charisma, and contracts that nobody reads before signing. Let's be real, she was just running an undersea business. And number 3, the king of backstabbing, Scar. He's got the voice, the sass, and the most dramatic death scene in Disney history. Also, that whole killing your brother for the throne thing, a little messy, babe. Number 2, the queen of pettiness herself, Maleficent. Girlie was so pressed about not getting a party invite, she cursed an entire baby, a whole baby. Now that is commitment to the villain lifestyle. And finally, number 1, the original Disney diva of doom, the evil queen. She looked in the mirror, didn't like the answer, and decided murder was the best solution. Honestly, she walked so every other villain could run. I'm Brent Fury. Don't forget to comment your top 5 most iconic Disney villains.
The depots within Ability Resource Association are here to help fund the association's other activities, which includes services for people with disabilities.
Assist my team in providing the supports to help individuals obtain and maintain employment.
I think it's amazing to be part of the lives of people with disabilities in that we get to see people succeed in all the ways they want to succeed.
Come visit our locations today, call our reception office, or visit us on Facebook.
I'm here with the top 5 villains you can't help but love, at least a little bit. Homelander, a villain that is nothing short of psychopathic, that is portrayed to the public as a hero. Whenever he's on screen, you're terrified of what he will do to others on the screen. Loki, one of the best Marvel villains who weren't a direct ripoff from their hero version, and wasn't killed off to be another one-and-done villain. Joker, any actor taking the role of Joker is instantly getting compared to Heath Ledger's stellar performance. Also one of the best looking Jokers, especially compared to, Jared Leto. Darth Vader, an iconic villain with one of the greatest redemption arcs in cinema. The second you hear that iconic breathing, you know who to expect.
Earth
isn't yours to
Omni-Man. During a phase of Marvel's superhero burnout, a well-written superhero that turned out to be a villain was such a good twist. Loving dad moment, planetary threat in another. I'm Jacob Penner, and this has been your top 5 villains you can't help but love, at least a little bit.
One Lethbridge Polytechnic graduate credits the business admin program for helping him grow his business from a small startup to a local success. Braden Hood reports.
Running a business requires a strong will and a lot of creativity, but also many hard skills which may be hard to develop alone. Lethbridge Polytechnic's business admin program prepares students to become entrepreneurs by providing them with those hard skills. Brad Gadd, a 2006 graduate of the program, entered the program to obtain the necessary skills to develop his handmade leather business named Populous.
I wanted to take the business admin program to learn how to, properly know the ins and outs of running a business.
Since graduating from the Polytechnic, Gadd has taken his business from an at-home operation to a large downtown storefront. Populous employee Andrew Galloway was inspired by Gadd and decided to join the business admin program in order to follow the same path as his boss. He shared that his biggest motivator in becoming an entrepreneur is the feeling of gratification he hopes to find in creating his own business.
I feel like it kind of gives you a sense of pride of working hard and making something that is your own and just making something that you can be proud of.
Gadd credits his entrepreneurial mindset for his success, but also acknowledges that without the skills he learned within his education, he wouldn't have known how to grow Populous into what it is today.
I think for myself, because I knew I was more entrepreneurial, that it gave me the set of tools I needed to go.
Gadd has seen a lot of success since he graduated from the business admin program. He shared that he plans to continue pursuing his dream as a leather maker for the rest of his life. Braden Hood, eNews.
Registration for the business admin program is now open. More information about the program can be found at lethpolytech.ca.
As virtual and augmented reality evolves, the industry grows exponentially. We now go to our reporter, Rachel Gilmore, who is on site. Rachel?
Thanks, B. At Lethbridge Polytechnic, we are fortunate to have a virtual and augmented reality program designed to help students develop necessary skills for the industry. Tayson Preet was able to attend an event where he got to see how students are being prepared to enter the world of VR.
Technology is constantly evolving. 7 years ago, virtual reality was as simple as sliding your phone in a cardboard headset and enjoying a 360 video of a roller coaster ride. But now, it is an industry on the grow. The RINSA event serves as a showcase for industry representatives to showcase their work and see promising talent. Virtual and augmented reality, or VXR, students, like Alyssa Campbell, got the opportunity to pitch their ideas to those industry reps.
We were approached by the LDE to develop a solution for their problem, which was that they wanted to promote their history and get that at the forefront of their corporation. So they wanted us to use innovative technologies, virtual reality technologies, to provide a solution to them.
The VXR program teaches students how to edit, model, and program using 3D software. Ultimately, how they use this is up to them. The only limit is their drive and their creativity. These qualities are what industry representatives like Ed Lamone, co-founder and creative director at Winged Whale Media, look for in students coming out of the program.
So I look at two things. The first aspect that I look at with those that are graduating is what can they offer and bring to the table that can resonate so their careers can literally multiply in various different avenues. The other aspect that I look for is more on the selfish side, right? So in regards to our business, we're always looking for opportunities that are able to complement the work that we provide to our clients.
Industries
right?
from tourism to construction and even healthcare are all tapping into virtual reality. Some do it for specialty tours, while others do it for training, and some just do it for fun. Whatever the case, the future looks bright for these students, as the industry demands more skilled hands.
From personal use to professional training, virtual reality has come a long way. The VXR program is here to make sure that people evolve with it. It's Tayson Preet for eNews.
The VXR program only takes 1 year to complete, so it's easily accessible for those wanting to get into the industry of virtual and augmented reality. For information, go to the Lethbridge Polytechnic website. Back to you guys.
With the semester coming to an end, the Polytechnic opened its doors to anyone who wanted to come by. The open house allowed prospective students to get a closer look at available programs. Kyle Weinberger reports.
The open house, where potential students can come look around for courses they're interested in. It allows these new students to meet their potential teachers and learn the campus before they get here. The open house not only had opportunity for the students to learn more about potential programs, but also had incentives for students to show up and register. Colby Hayward, a student recruiter, told us more.
There's a lot of incentive to come here today. Anybody who comes and applies for a program today will receive 50% off their application fee. So applications are usually $100. So we waive half of that fee today.
With the open house comes lots of people, many who have already applied and others who are still deciding. I spoke to Hannah Bernier, who told us about why she chose a future here at the Polytechnic.
Oh, it's closer to home, and I thought it would be fun.
Bernier says that she chose the Polytechnic to follow her dream of getting her Bachelor of Education. She said to do this, she will first start by majoring in English. With the semester ending, Hayward spoke about what the open house shows and means to the Polytechnic.
So anybody who wants to be involved is involved today. So the things we're really famous for at the Polytechnic, obviously things like criminal justice. We've taught it the longest in Alberta.
For Hayward, he says it's what being a student recruiter is all about. It allows him to show people what the Polytechnic has to offer. Kyle Weinberger, eNews.
If you missed the open house, don't worry, there'll be another one in the fall.
Lethbridge Polytechnic's Wildlife Analytics Lab, also known as WAL, is supporting student education through hands-on learning. Rihanna Myris reports.
The Wildlife Analytics Lab is Canada's sole cementum analysis lab. Justin Levitt, student lab technician, says he is gaining valuable skills that prepare him for a career in wildlife science.
It's been a really nice part-time job to have with my studies, because it gives me a lot of nice experience that I can use in the field as my first kind of lab position and my first actual position in the field of environmental sciences.
Lethbridge Polytech students get the opportunity to work alongside industry-leading technicians, helping to enhance wildlife conservation. Marcela Montoya, a lab technician working alongside students, says it is a valuable experience.
We offer the opportunity to get hands-on experience and gain laboratory skills. We also provide them the opportunity to volunteer and gain this experience.
Levitt says that he feels supported in the work that he is doing. He believes that there is opportunities to develop his knowledge.
Whenever I'm not sure how to do one thing, they'll give me the opportunity to kind of work on those and learn more parts of the lab and learn more abilities that I want to learn to better help my experience for the field in the future.
The Wildlife Analytics Lab continues to engage wildlife science students by providing work experience with cementum analysis. Rihanna Myris, eNews.
The Wildlife Analytics Lab is always accepting Polytechnic students. WAL hopes to continue supporting Canada's wildlife population while providing opportunities for students. Thanks for watching. This has been eNews. I'm B. Kilo.
And I'm Charlie Silver. We'll see you next time.